I think in business it's wonderful that you come across certain individuals and certain opportunities that just, well, they're very refreshing. When I opened American Check Management, we had a very successful ride for, I would say, about 12 years. And the truth is, in the final couple of years of that company, I began to see very clearly that I needed more horsepower than I had. And we had built a lot of very wonderful services. We worked for incredible customers, many small customers and medium, large customers. Some of our clients, in fact, were as large as the companies are on the face of the globe. And some of the development that we had, we hit some home runs, bullseyes. When you have an extremely large company, a Fortune 500 company, come across the desk and say, "You guys did very well, and we're very, very pleased with the outcome," then you would think that you would make that known by way of marketing and advertising and those types of things. And I just simply wasn't able to get that done. I would go on to the next mission. We would do some very wonderful architecture and then hit the bullseye, and it would just be a secret. So it led to me looking around for a business transaction, and I'm very happy that American Check Management about a year ago merged with National Check Trust. It freed me up to try to solve some of those missing ingredients. I needed help is what I needed. And particularly in the area of telling the story, getting the story out there. I guess that just wasn't our forte with the structure that I had. And we began after the merger, and things had settled in just a tad, but not nearly enough. But we began, my new partner and I began looking for assistance and interviewed a number of firms, and it was a bit overwhelming, to tell you the truth, because we had so much activity going on, but I wanted to get on with the plan. But there was something about Mad for Marketing that stood out. These guys, you could just feel it from the moment that you met them. They are top tier, organized, on task, and my skepticism, I just wasn't sure even about what I was really going for. So there was a degree of skepticism that was in on the inside of me. But through a couple of meetings, maybe 2 or 3 meetings, it just began to be very clear that these guys were going to take us there. First of all, every time I met with Mad for Marketing and continue to meet with them, there's a team of people that come to the table. It's not just a person and the assistant per se. A lot of the companies we looked at were just 1 or 2 people. These guys are fully loaded. This organization, Mad for Marketing, Stu and Andy and Chris and Alan, and just in every way, shape, and form, they just have honestly just blown me away. They repeatedly come proactive. What I needed was help, and what I got was help. But I got top-tier help. I can sit back instead of having to push so hard on things that challenged me at American Check Management. In our merger here as United TranzActions, all I got to do is simply follow the path. And the architecture of their processes is a symphony. And it's the easiest thing that I've ever had to do in my business career, is to just simply follow their lead. They've interviewed me and my team repeatedly. The whole process of branding is they're absolute pros at it, and I'm just pleased to be able to speak on their behalf because they absolutely deserve it. We're far enough into the process now that I can see our finishing product. A number of items have been delivered that I think are better than anything that I ever have seen in my industry. And I'm proud of it. And that does something. Not only am I proud of it, but my company's proud of it. And so then there's buy-in. And my customers are beginning to see these things, and they're noticing that something is different. And what that does to you, it's a motivator. It's a motivator. You get excited, you get pumped up, and you just get going. So as they begin to deliver the collaterals in every way, shape, and form, and another thing I'd like to say about Mad for Marketing is how they tie it all together. They tie the website and the functionality to your hard collateral, broken down by 2 or 3 or 4. They get you materials that are for, maybe a bit of a lesser type opportunity, so we're not overwhelming an individual or something, but then they can get you into 3 and 4 fold-out type collaterals that are going to impress the highest level CEO and CFO, et cetera, all of the C channels. And you know, there's no doubt in my mind that anybody they go to work for, they're going to bring it. They're going to hit the bullseye. They're going to lay the materials out at the right time, pursuant to a plan. I can't think of one time they were ever late for an appointment. In fact, a couple of times they had to wait patiently for us to gather our affairs so that we could get into the design room and the meeting room. Everybody showed up on deck every time, on time, and they've just absolutely exceeded every expectation that I had ever had. And so that makes my merger even more brilliant, because all I got to do is just sit back and you know, receive the blessings and the benefit of their productivity. I think that even their pricing is so incredibly reasonable. I'd have paid them twice as much, don't tell them. But in every way, shape, and form, if I've ever been satisfied with a vendor relationship, I've never been as satisfied. And you know, I can't wait until I've got the full suite of offerings available to me. You know, I'm very passionate about my company. They've helped me instill new passion in our new identity, cleaned up a few things in the rears that my partner and I might have maybe not hit a home run on, and even helped us back up a tad with you know, some of the detail in the merger. And you know, I'm quite sure that that I'll be a reference for them for many, many years to come. So so I urge you, in all honesty, I've never done anything like this before, but this company deserves it. They're first class, first tier. You need to choose them, and write me an email and say thank you when you do. So thank you, guys.